For over 3 decades, The Simpsons has entertained millions around the world. Its humor is iconic, its predictions are uncanny, but there's a darker side to Springfield that many fans never see. Episodes that vanished, stories pulled from streaming platforms, moments too controversial for television. Why were they removed? Who decided they were too dangerous to air? And what secrets are still hidden? In today's video, we're diving deep into The Simpsons episodes you were never meant to see, from international censorship to real-world controversies that shook the show forever. Some were banned, some were quietly deleted, and some might just change how you see the series. Stay with us until the end. You won't believe which episode Disney doesn't want you to remember.
Again, okay. Hey, what happened to the tunes?
Our first case takes us back to 1991, Season 3, Episode 1, Stark Raving Dad. An emotional, bizarre, and unforgettable story, now wiped from the official archives. This episode features a man in a mental institution who believes he's Michael Jackson.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Michael Jackson from the Jacksons.
I'm Homer Simpson from The Simpsons.
But here's the twist. Michael Jackson actually voiced the character under a fake name. That's right. The King of Pop lent his voice to The Simpsons, but due to contractual reasons, he used the pseudonym John J. Smith in the credits. The episode quickly became a fan favorite. It tackled themes of identity, fame, and even had a heartfelt birthday song for Lisa, written by Jackson himself. But in 2019, nearly 30 years later, it was erased. Why?
Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who says that I am the one. But the king... FBI, open up!
Because of the release of Leaving Neverland, a disturbing HBO documentary where two men accused Jackson of sexual abuse.
Everybody wanted to meet Michael or be with Michael.
In response, The Simpsons producers pulled Stark Raving Dad from all streaming services and future broadcasts. Even physical DVD discs with the episode were discontinued. To this day, the episode remains banned from Disney+, despite fans arguing it should still be available for historical or artistic reasons. Some fans even believe removing it was an attempt to rewrite history, and that The Simpsons, a show known for its fearless satire, folded under pressure. What do you think? Should this episode be gone forever? Or is censorship going too far? Our second case is a perfect example of how The Simpsons was caught in the middle of a real-world tragedy. Season 9, Episode 1, The City of New York vs. Homer Simpson, originally aired in 1997. This episode was meant to be a light-hearted adventure. The plot: Homer's car gets booted and left in New York City, right in front of the World Trade Center. The entire episode revolves around Homer trying to retrieve the car, while the rest of the family explores the city. But everything changed after September 11, 2001. In the wake of the attacks, this episode was pulled from syndication across the United States. Broadcasters considered the scenes at the Twin Towers to be too sensitive, even traumatic. It wasn't just a few seconds. There were multiple shots of the towers, and even jokes involving the buildings, something that became unthinkable after 9/11s. For years, the episode remained effectively banned, with fans debating whether it should ever air again. Some also pointed to a chilling visual, a scene where Lisa holds a brochure showing a $9 fare with the Twin Towers behind it, unintentionally resembling 9/11s. Conspiracy theorists ran wild with that one, claiming the show predicted the attacks, a theory widely dismissed, but still eerie in hindsight. Eventually, the episode was quietly brought back to circulation in later years, but it remains one of the most controversial episodes ever made, not because of its content, but because of what happened afterward. The Simpsons may be a global phenomenon, but that doesn't mean every country agrees with what it shows. Over the years, several episodes have been banned, edited, or never aired at all in certain countries, for reasons ranging from religion to politics to simple cultural differences. Let's take a look at a few of the most striking examples. China, Gugugai Pan Season 16, Episode 12. In this episode, The Simpsons travel to China, and during a visit to Tiananmen Square, a sign reads, "On this site in 1989, nothing happened." A dark joke referencing the Tiananmen Square massacre, which is heavily censored in China. Result: the episode was completely banned in mainland China and removed from Disney Plus when it launched there. Venezuela, entire show banned 2008. In a shocking move, The Simpsons was pulled from public television in Venezuela. Authorities claimed it was inappropriate for children, despite airing in a morning cartoon block. It was replaced with Baywatch, yes, Baywatch. Ironically, a show with slow-motion bikini scenes was considered more appropriate. Critics saw this as political censorship due to the show's satire of authority and media. Saudi Arabia, several episodes heavily censored. Religious authorities have objected to content featuring alcohol, homosexuality, and irreverent depictions of religion. Australia, blame it on Lisa Season 13, Episode 15. Even Australia isn't immune. After the episode Blame It on Lisa portrayed Brazil as
So that means I don't have to pay the fare.
I suppose.
crime-ridden and full of kidnappings, the Brazilian government threatened legal action against Fox. They claimed it hurt tourism. The network issued an apology. But the episode was quietly pulled from many international lineups. Wherever The Simpsons goes, controversy seems to follow. But what's fascinating is how each country's censorship tells us more about them than it does about the show itself. Not all controversies come from intention. Some emerge from tragic coincidence. Let's talk about Season 14, Episode 22, Mo Baby Blues. In the episode, Mo saves baby Maggie and becomes unexpectedly attached to her. It's one of the more heartfelt episodes, but a brief moment caused outrage in the UK. At one point, Mo stands on top of a bridge holding Maggie in his arms, a direct visual reference to King Kong, while a crowd watches in horror. So what's the problem? Just beef for the scene. There's a throwaway line from Mo where he mentions a car crash in a tunnel, followed by a joke about being chased by paparazzi. This unintentionally mirrors the real-life death of Princess Diana in 1997. Who died in a car crash in a Paris tunnel while being chased by paparazzi? But it raises a question: can satire ever go too far, even when it's accidental? Religion has always been a tricky subject in media, but The Simpsons? They've tackled it head-on, and sometimes they've gone too far in the eyes of certain audiences. Let's start with something bold. The Simpsons is one of the very few animated shows to depict God as an actual character. With a speaking role, glowing aura, and 5 fingers, unlike every other character in the show. God appears in episodes like Homer the Heretic Season 4, Episode 3. Thank God It's Doomsday Season 16, Episode 19. Pray Anything Season 14, Episode 10. In each case, God is portrayed humorously, often sarcastic, even a bit condescending. And while many fans love the irreverence, others see it as deeply offensive. Censorship examples: Middle East and North Africa. Several episodes featuring God, Jesus, or religious critique were banned outright on local networks. The idea of showing God in cartoon form was considered blasphemous in many Islamic countries. Episodes like Pray Anything, where Homer sues the church and turns it into a nightclub, led to outrage from conservative Christians, claiming the show mocks faith and promotes atheism. India, the episode Kiss Kiss Bang Bangalore showed Hindu gods in a comedic context. It sparked backlash online and was edited for Disney Plus India. Even the seemingly harmless Lisa the Skeptic Season 9, where Lisa questions religion after discovering a skeleton with wings, was accused of promoting anti-faith messaging in classrooms. Yet despite all this, The Simpsons has been praised by some religious scholars for actually engaging with theology, something most comedies avoid completely. The line between satire and disrespect is thin, and The Simpsons walks it constantly. Not all Simpsons episodes were made for laughs. According to one of the most chilling internet urban legends, there's an episode that was never supposed to be seen. It's known only as Dead Bart. The story goes like this. During the early seasons of The Simpsons, series creator Matt Groening allegedly worked on an episode that was too disturbing to ever air. Its production code, 7G06, the same as Moaning Lisa, but the file was reportedly swapped or replaced during early development. In Dead Bart, Bart dies in a freak accident during a school trip, falling from a plane window. The rest of the episode is a silent, surreal nightmare. Each family member breaks down mentally, the animation becomes shaky and grotesque, and the backgrounds slowly decay into static. Some claim that real photos of dead children are edited into frames for just milliseconds. Others say the ending shows the Springfield cemetery, with gravestones of every major character, even those who hadn't died in the show yet. The creepypasta says Matt Groening was so disturbed by the final cut that he left the screening in tears and begged Fox to destroy the footage. But years later, a .avi file of dead Bart allegedly surfaced online. Fans who watched it described feeling nausea, dread, and even hallucinations. Of course, there's no official confirmation this episode ever existed, but the legend keeps growing. And some animators say there was a corrupted build of 7G06 that disappeared mysteriously from the archives. Whether real or fake, the story of Dead Bart is a reminder that sometimes the scariest Simpsons episodes weren't even meant to be funny.